this is Sushmita and I welcome you all to my channel. So winter is here, so is our dry skin and patchy skin and flaky skin. With the seasons changing, we always change our makeup regime and skincare regime. So in today's video, I'm going to show you how I do my makeup in winter so that it would not look flaky, it would not look dry, and it would not give me dry patches all over my face. I applied this makeup 6 hours ago and it does not look dry, it does not look flaky, and it does not give me any dry patches anywhere. It looked perfectly flawless as it was 6 hours ago. You can definitely see there's nothing, like there's no flakiness, there's no roughness, there's no creases whatsoever. Just perfectly beautiful flawless makeup look. And in today's video I'm going to show you how I do that. Before I move on to the makeup part, I'm going to talk about the skincare part, because a good makeup is incomplete without a good skincare. My skincare is absolutely simple and basic. I don't do anything extra, I don't do anything out of this world. First of all, I do my cleansing. I make sure it's a ritual. I make sure before applying or after applying makeup, I cleanse my skin really well, nicely, because you don't want any dirt or pollution sitting on top of your skin and then you do your makeup. You don't want that. You need a clean base before applying any sort of makeup. So cleansing is the most important and the very first step of skincare. And the next step in the skincare is to apply a sunscreen. A sunscreen is a must. No matter how busy you are, no matter what weather it is, make sure you apply sunscreen every day, irrespective of everything. And the third and another most important thing is to moisturize your skin. Make sure you always moisturize your skin, because your skin needs hydration, your skin needs pampering, your skin needs nourishment. You cannot really avoid these three things. My skincare is consist of those three things. I make sure I always stick to my ritual before applying, or even if I'm not applying my makeup, I always make sure I do my skincare. So yeah, let's move on to the makeup part. So first we'll start with the primer, and the primer I'm using today is from Smashbox Photo Finish Primer. It has moisturizer in it, so I think it is more appropriate to use it in the winter. So I'm going to take a very tiny bit of amount and I'm going to apply it on my problem areas, basically where I have my open pores. I mostly have my open pores on top of my nose and on my cheek, a little bit over here. So I'm going to apply most of the product over there, and then whatever is left I'm going to apply it all over my face. Make sure your primer is really nicely set into your skin. Give it at least 2 to 3 minutes before you apply the foundation. So we'll wait for 2 minutes and then we'll go for the foundation. Next up for foundation, I'm going to use Fit Me foundation. This is my cult favorite foundation. I think it's great for winters because it has a dewy finish and it does not dry your skin out, which is more important for a beautiful base. So I'm going to go for this. I have taken 1.5 pump of product, and with that I'm going to add 1 drop of NYX Total Control Drop Primer. It will make my skin glow a little bit more. You can absolutely skip it, it's up to you, but I like dewy and natural finish foundations, so I'm gonna go with this. And first I'm going to apply the foundation in a dabbing motion all over my face. It's easier for me to blend and I think it is more equally distributed. So that's that, and I will blend. Alright, so with that my foundation is perfectly blended. Now we move on to the next step, which is for concealer. And for concealer today I'm using e.l.f. concealer. This is a 16-hour camo concealer with matte finish. As you may have noticed, I haven't really applied enough amount of foundation under my eyes because I don't want to layer up too much product under my eyes, because eventually it will get dry and it will get creases. So I'm going to apply a tiny amount in the inner corners of my eyes and then layer a very tiny amount on the outer V, little on my forehead, my chin, and a very tiny amount on the tip of my nose. So basically what I did over here is the concealer I have applied in the inner corner. First I blend it right there, and then whatever is left on the blender, I'm going to just blend it all over my eye, all over under my eyes, so that I don't have a lot of product but my under eyes would not look uneven. Okay, I think I'm done with the concealer. Next I'll move on to setting powder. And for my setting powder today, I'm going to use K by Katrina HD setting powder. This is such a nice setting powder that I have been obsessed with this. I'm going to take a very tiny amount for my under eyes. Being a little careful with the powder, I don't want to set it extremely dry. I'm just setting it all over nicely with a very thin or less amount of powder. Okay, so next we'll move on to contour or bronzer. I always love bronzer on top of contour. If you are somebody who loves contour, you can go ahead and do it, not a problem. But I usually don't contour to avoid unnecessary layering up of product on your skin. If your skin tends to get dry or patchy or flaky in the winters, try not to add a lot of a product on top of your skin, because you might end up having flaky skin or drying skin, and your makeup might crack when it gets dry, but you don't want that, right? So to avoid that, I think it is always better to layer up less product. And the bronzer I'm using today is from Rimmel London Natural Bronzer, which I have been using for a long period of time. As you can see, I have hit the pan in it. I love this bronzer so much. This is so light and just, you know, beautiful on my skin. I love this, and I'm going to apply it on the sides of my cheek, just like the contour, but little over my cheek. And whatever is left on the brush, I'm going to apply it on the sides of my nose, so that I have a little shadow effect over here. I'm going to apply a tiny bit on my jawline, just a tiny bit, and a little bit on my forehead, so that my face would look more cohesive. It wouldn't look like I have two stripes going on just on my cheeks. Alright, so my base makeup is almost complete. I'm going to apply a little amount of blush, and for my blush I'm going to use this lipstick over here, which is from NYX. This is a lip and cheek tint, and I'm going to take a very tiny amount, and with that I'm going to add this tiny stroke cream over here, which is from MAC, so that I'll have a nice and slightly blushed cheek. And the best way to apply it is take it on the back of my sponge and then apply it on my cheeks. Alright, so with that my base makeup is complete. I'm gonna do my eye makeup off camera and I will be back. Alright, so that's all for today's video, guys. I hope you enjoyed this video. I hope this video will be helpful for you. Do not forget like, share and subscribe to my channel, and hit that bell button to get notified every time I upload my new videos. And thank you so much for watching these videos. See you in the next video. Bye.